Hello everyone, this is Gary Bennett at XLME. Welcome to our Objective-C for Absolute Beginners. Tonight we're going to be talking about conditional logic, part 2, taking the example that we started last week with conditional logic, part 1, with the app that we worked with that and extending it, adding a couple of cool features, but yet still learning a little bit more about conditional logic. Additionally, next Monday, we start Objective-C class for Objective-C class number 1, starting from the beginning here. This will be Monday, August 6th at 5 p.m. Pacific, and I'll be going over, all the, of course, all the basic stuff with Objective-C and object-oriented programming and writing our first iPhone apps with Objective-C. But we're also going to be covering all the new features that we learned about with iOS 6 and Xcode 4.4. So all the things with subscripts, which is new with arrays in our container objects, and learning it greatly reduces the amount of code that we have to write. So we're going to be learning about all those new features beginning next week in our Objective-C course. Starts at 5 p.m. and just go to the schedule page on the GoToWebinar on the XLME homepage to go ahead and access that. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with our application tonight. Again, we're going to take the application that we did last week, and we're going to go ahead and extend it. Well, I made one change so far with the application. And what I did was I took the nib file and this label, and I said if they get the value correct, let's change the color. And furthermore, as they get closer to the guess, to the random number, as their guess gets closer to the random number, the color changes to give them a little visual cue that they're getting closer or further away. So we'll keep it simple for just the basics of what we're trying to accomplish tonight. So how to change the text color is the name of the label dot text color. That's the property. And then we're going to set it to color green. All right, so we're going to call our factory method green color, which is going to go ahead and give us a green color object into text color and change the color. And the other thing that I want to do right now, before I forget, is I want to log this random number. So we can kind of cheat as we're coding here and testing our code. So give me just a second to put that in there. And what is random number? Is that yeah, that's an int. Oops, %d, comma random number. Okay, so let's, one thing we're going to learn about a little bit here is is a switch statement. And what's nice about a switch statement is it takes, if you have a bunch of if-else's, here we have 3, but let's say we have a bunch of them. It allows us to more concisely organize our conditional statement, helps optimize the code a little bit, as we'll see here in a bit, and I think cleans up our code. So let's say here, and the syntax of a switch statement looks like this. So we're going to say switch and the expression that we want to check. And what we're going to do is look at the my guess. We're going to do a switch on my guess. And we're going to put our constant. So we can do a switch on any integer or character. You can't do it on objects or strings or anything like that. It has to be an integer or object. So let's say if the guess is within 1, actually, I need to do a little subtraction here. Let's do, if it's equal to random number, so let's do a little subtraction here. Random number minus my guess. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we'll take the difference, and if it's within 1, we're going to make it yellow. So what I want to do is grab this guy right here, just so. And I think I got a yellow color there. Yeah, yellow color. And then likewise, if it's maybe 1 through 5, it's yellow. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this. And more specifically, I can do case 1. Case 2. And I'm doing a little shorthand here. Case 3. Case 4. And case 5. So if it's case 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it hits this and goes down and continues executing until it hits the break. So if it's either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it just goes right on down here and it's going to give me a yellow color. All right. And likewise, let's just do here for is if it's case 6. And for the sake of time, I'm just going to copy paste here. 6. Change this. 7, 8, 9, and 10. It is, if it's any of these guys, we're going to do, I don't know, blue. Maybe a red. How about red? No, we'll do blue. We'll do blue. Make this blue. And if it is any other color, if it's within outside of these numbers here in our default, we'll make it red. And we'll do our break. Like so. Let's go ahead and compile this guy. And let's go ahead and run it. Okay, so right now it's white, and my random number is 20. So let's make my guess. Let's make my guess here. You know what? I should have done let me just do this one here where it's bigger, because it's going to be bigger here. I'm not going to worry about the less one right now. I'm going to do where it is my guess minus random number. There we go. Let's try one more time and run it. Put a breakpoint here. And my guess is, let's do it again. I want a number outside the 90, outside of where I can type in 15 or more higher. 40, that'll work. So let's do 55. And we'll guess. And we'll get rid of that breakpoint here and just run. All right, so here we have our difference. And here oh, I should have said red color. Doggone it. Red color. Okay, let's do it again. And 78. Okay, so let's do guess is 90. Hits our breakpoint. Going to go to red color. Our text, there it is, red color. And let's now do, 85. Guess. And we hit there. And that's going to get our blue color because we're within 10. And there's our blue. Let's do 80. And let's just clear our breakpoint for the sake of time because I only have 10 minutes on YouTube. Oops. And we'll guess it here. Turns it to yellow, which is correct. And then let's go ahead and guess it here. into 78. Yes, correct. Okay, so we learned a little bit more about if-else statements from last week, and then using switch statements when we have um, multiple lots of different conditions that we want to test for, and we want to do it in a way that really simplifies our code and optimizes our code and makes it easy to maintain and understand. All right. Well, I look forward to seeing you in my class next week, either in one of my live sessions or on my weekly YouTube videos. You can, of course, subscribe and see the next sessions. I'll have August sessions posted later on this week, which will be right here. And we'll have that all updated for August. Thanks again for attending and look forward to seeing you later. Good night.